good to meet Tom.
Sarah was giving you the evil eye over there.
Yeah, understand.
All right. You ready?
Ready.
We've been waiting.
I know.
I'd like to welcome everyone to the May 5th, 2022 meeting of the Delaware County Board of Commissioners. Would you please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. I'm Jeff Benton, Vice President of the Board. I'm pinch hitting for Barb Lewis, who is not here today. To my left is fellow Commissioner Gary Merrill, and our Administrator Tracy Davies, and our Deputy Administrator Dawn Houston, and our clerks today are Jen Walraven and Sarah DeNova. And who is going to run the meeting today? Sarah's running the meeting today. Okay, let's begin.
Resolution number 22-345, in the matter of approving the electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held May 2nd, 2022.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-345. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We have no public comment this morning. Resolution number 22-346, in the matter of approving purchase orders, then and now certificates and payments of warrants and batch number CMA PR 0504, and memo transfers and batch numbers MTA PR 0504.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 22-346. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-347, in the matter of accepting the Delaware County Court Continuity Operations Plan.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. Sean Miller, Director, Delaware County Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Management. For your consideration today is the Court Continuity of Operations Plan, or COOP. And this is a requirement that has been passed down to the courts by the Supreme Court, having one of these plans in place as part of their safety and security plan. And so the overarching objective of this plan is if one of the courts, one of the buildings is uninhabitable due to a fire, flood, tornado, things of that nature, they can still meet the requirements that the Supreme Court has passed down to them as far as carrying out their essential functions in dispensing justice. And so this plan has been coordinated amongst all of the courts and the prosecutor's office, as well as the auditor's office and emergency management. And J.C. Weber with our team has done a great job, and I'll introduce the team to you here in just a minute. But she's done terrific work in coordinating with all of these partners and getting the plan to where it is today before you. And more specifically for the county commissioners, it's pretty typical as far as the responsibilities, disaster declaration, passing those as needed, authorization of special purchasing in an emergency situation, implementing policy making decisions, staff and resources for the courts to continue their operations, and providing facilities. And of course, John Melvin, Director Melvin with facilities, has been a huge help over the years in developing these plans as well. So that's kind of the high-level overview, and with that, I'd be happy to take any questions you might have.
How long has this planning been in place, been required by the Supreme Court?
I'm not entirely certain on when that has come down. I wouldn't want to venture a guess, but probably within the past few years or so.
Okay.
I'm not 100% on that.
Okay, good. Vote?
Vote on motion 22-347. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye. Did anyone else want to?
Yeah, so earlier I was talking about J.C. and her work on this plan, but I'd like to introduce to you today our whole team. Come on up, guys, if you would. And this is important because Murphy's Law has it that bad things usually happen when the director's away. So it's important that...
So the moral is you don't go away.
Yeah, there you go,
Easy
there you go.
answer.
But we've had some changes in the office, have a new face, so I wanted to introduce your emergency management agency team to you. And I have to say, it's really an honor to lead these guys, and they do a great job. So on my left here is Scott Stewart, and he was recently promoted to Deputy Director. and it's a very exciting development for the office. Scott has a great background in fire as well as search and rescue. To my right is Sean Dysert. Yes, there are two Seans now in the office. We're still working through that one, but we're happy to have him. He's joined us within the past couple of weeks because with Scott's promotion, that created a vacancy. And so Sean has great experience in law enforcement prior to emergency management, but during his time with Worthington Police Department, he had experience in planning for large-scale events and has experience in emergency operations centers. And to the right of Sean is J.C. Weber, who really was instrumental in compiling this plan. She's been with us for almost a year now and came to us from Columbus Metro Parks, so she has a law enforcement background as well and had experience in developing large-scale event plans along the lines of Red, White, and Boom. So we've got a great team, and it's really a privilege to serve with these guys. So just wanted to introduce them to you, and appreciate your time today.
Yeah, great to have you all on board. Thank you. Mr. Merrill, how do you spell Sean?
I'm S-H-A-W-N, he's S.
There we go.
So there is a little difference there with help.
Scene and Sean.
Yeah, there you go. That's about right. That's about right.
All right, well, thank you all for everything. Very important to keep being prepared. You never know. Hopefully it won't happen, nothing will happen, but you never know. We have to be prepared. So thank you all very much.
Take
Thank
care,
you,
guys.
Commissioners.
Thank you.
Take care.
Sean,
Have a good
for
day.
bringing them in. Okay, Sarah?
Item number 6, resolution number 22-348, in the matter of approving a contract between the Delaware County Board of Commissioners, the Delaware County Sheriff's Office, and Stanley Convergent Security Solutions Incorporated for camera acquisition and installation at the Delaware County Jail.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Morning, Dean Stelzer, Delaware County Sheriff's Department. This, we're actually purchasing new cameras, and the second resolution is maintenance agreement for the existing security system out there at the jail. We've worked with Stanley for any number of different years. Part of the changeover with these cameras is replacing old cameras with digital cameras to get the system functioning together. And I think this is probably the last significant expenditure for at least a while out there with the security system. But obviously, today's day and age, it's an important part of operating that jail, especially with staffing issues. Being able to better monitor what's going on out there is very important. So, entertain any questions you may have.
Questions?
Yeah, don't really have any. Thank you. Sarah?
Vote on motion 22-348. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-349, in the matter of approving the maintenance contract between the Board of Delaware County Commissioners, the Delaware County Sheriff's Office, and Stanley Convergent Security Solutions Incorporated.
I was wondering where you were going. I thought, well, maybe she knows something I don't.
Sarah talks pretty fast. I thought maybe she read both of them since they're both somewhat related. This is just a maintenance. It's a 3-year maintenance agreement on the whole system. Includes these new cameras.
No questions.
All right.
I need a first and a second, please.
Oh,
I move.
second.
See, you kind of messed us up, didn't you?
We had a rhythm going. Okay. Any further discussion? We'll take a vote.
Vote on motion 22-349. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Thanks, Dean.
Thanks, Dean.
Thank you.
Now you can go.
Resolution number 22-350, in the matter of approving supplementary conditions number 1 to the contract between the Delaware County Board of Commissioners and Gilbane Building Company for the Bixby Campus project.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Good morning, John Melvin, Director of Facilities. Gilbane has requested this change in the general conditions of their contract. It's to deal with the retainage. The set retainage is typically, it's 8% of the labor until the project is 50% complete, which point you stop collecting retainage. They requested just do a 4% throughout the whole project for the retainage amount. So it makes it easier on their accounting purposes, and that way they're holding that retainage on all their subcontractors, the same 4%. So.
I assume that this has been looked at by Eric?
Yes,
Everybody's
Eric's
comfortable
reviewed.
with
I
it?
do recommend making the supplemental.
Okay. Okay, what's the usual process in the industry, commercial?
Again, it's kind of by the high-rise code. It's for the retainage is 8% of the labor until the project is 50% complete, which is based on the contract sum, and then you hold that, and then you can release it, the retainage as the project gets complete and it's no
But
longer
no, I mean,
needed.
what's standard in the industry? Is that?
Outside of, well, I
typically-
can't, outside the public sector and the private sector, I can't. I have no experience with
But
that.
does the public sector do that typically?
Yes, that's
Yes.
what's set by the higher revised code.
Can we do this legally then?
Yes,
Can we
Eric has
change
reviewed
it?
this, and yeah, we can make that
Okay.
amendment to the,
This is neutral as far as cost.
yes, yes. I mean, this is
I won't
just,
state what I think's the obvious, but just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
yep. Yeah, yeah, it's just withholding until the project completes, something goes sideways, to get at the end. It's really needed at the end of the project and to help if we need to supplement them for some reason or another, so. For Gilbane's and their perspective, some of their contractors won't start until after the project, allow your finished work until the project's already 50% complete. So in that case, that contractor is not getting retainage withheld on them, and that way it's spread out through all their subcontractors, and we're withholding some retainage on all their contractors without having to go back and forth on their accounting side.
In the construction projects I've been involved with, it's pretty typical to negotiate something different for retainage based on the actual project and as John said, when your subcontractors are coming in and ultimately can save you money as the project owner.
Yeah. Again, I can see the logic in spreading it out instead of, doubling
Yeah.
it up in the first half.
Yep.
And it's, we're the reputable firm like Gilbane,
Yeah.
then this really shouldn't be a big deal.
And dealing with the number of subcontractors they're contracting with and the size of those subcontracts, yeah, make it easier.
Okay. All right. Vote, Sarah?
Vote on motion 22-350. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 22-351, in the matter of approving supplemental appropriations and approving a purchase order increase for the economic development.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. Karen First, Fiscal Manager, filling in for Economic Development. The resolution before you is to appropriate the second allocation of the Emergency Rental Assistance Program. The Treasury released only half of the remaining allocation for Delaware County, and we're also asking you to approve the purchase order increase so we can expedite payment to United Way.
Is this the end of it then?
Marissa sent an email to Treasury to see if we'll get the other remaining 30% or not. So,
so
because
there
at this
is some-
point, they're bringing money back in and allocating it to those with high needs.
Okay. And United Way is continuing to do this program?
I'm sorry?
United Way is continuing to
Yes.
manage this program for us? Okay. All right, vote?
Vote on motion 22-351. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
That brings us to administrative reports.
Good morning. I just wanted to add on to what Karen was saying and just really thank Marissa and Karen for all of their work on this with our staffing changes and economic development. They've really had to step in, particularly Marissa, and take on this project. And without their efforts, both of their efforts, we wouldn't be able to do this. And Julie Chappell, too, over at the auditor's office. So just wanted to mention that. And then I know Rob couldn't be here today, but just wanted to publicly thank him for all of his efforts. He'll be in a little bit later today as our interim economic development director and our administrator. He's done a great job, and we'll miss him. That's
Yep.
it.
Yep.
I
Okay,
have
Dawn?
nothing. I have nothing today, thank
Okay.
you.
Commissioner Merrill?
Tracy made comments regarding Rob, which I had made my comments yesterday, but I thought he was going to be here today, but I guess it didn't work out. But he will be missed, and I wish him the best in his new role. I think they have made a good hire, and he'll be a good administrator. The only other thing I have is I did attend the Delaware Area Chamber's annual dinner Tuesday evening. It was well attended, and it was a good evening. So other than that, I have nothing.
Good. Yeah, I was going to mention Rob as well. He's stepping into a very busy spot. Oh my goodness, they're going to be so busy, and after Rob will do a great job leading them through the years to come as Intel comes to fruition and expands. Just a couple other things. We do have a Liberty Township Fire Department groundbreaking ceremony this morning, and we had our SEPCO board meeting on Thursday and Friday. SEPCO continues to be in good shape. Dawn, if you get a couple minutes later, I'll fill you in on just some of the details, but nothing huge or any dramatic turns, but good discussions on. Worked with the executive committee this afternoon, And then I want to wish all the mothers happy Mother's Day on Sunday. So hopefully you all will have a very special day because you're very special people. I guess that's it. No executive session?
Not today.
All right. So with that, unless there's any further business, we are adjourned. Very good.
There's a few things for you to sign.
There it goes. Okay, don't leave. Stay. Yes, that's just you. Fix that name later.
Who was that? That. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of blood out front. Oh, no.
We have one more proclamation for next Thursday, so we'll have 3 total that day.
Yeah.
Okay. What's this one? Older Americans. Older Americans. Thank you. Okay. Oh, yeah, we've done that. Is that- Do we have the proclamation for you?
I don't have it yet.
We have job openings, but freaking job. I understand their needs of our services for these people.
Nobody knew.
I agree. It's time. It is time. Are you good to meet now? Or do you want me to talk to Dawn first?
I did it one time and then